Hi, this is Victor with Vic's Custom Rods. Today we're going to show you what the Formula D does with gold metallic Robinson Anton thread with Gouda Broad HT red. This is the inlay in the center, metallic, both metallics. We downsized our big bottle to a smaller bottle. We found another bottling company that makes a different bottle than what we've been trying to use, and basically same thing, just dip the brush in it, put it on, make sure your speed's good enough, make it flow. Nice coatings, nice even flow so it wets the thread. In fact, I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. I like to put it on at a little bit of a speed, pretty good speed, because what happens is I found that this stuff dries quicker when it's spinning faster. But there is a point where you fling it off the rod too, which you don't want to do. So I just put some on, run the brush down through there. And as you can see, I'm taking it right out of the bottle. We're not putting it into another container. I've did several of these rods in gold and red. I already know that gold and red does not fade together with my product. You know, so that in that aspect, I'm not decanting it into something else. If this is a new thread that you've never put the finish on, I've never used the thread, you know, you can call me and ask me. I'll try and help you as much as I can. But if I haven't used the thread and you haven't used the thread, I recommend that you put it into another container, because it'll end up on your brush if it does go south. This is a half-ounce bottle. This is the size of bottles we're going to be sending out for samples for people to play with and try and give me some feedback. The bottles are going to be blue just like this, so they're UV resistant. Don't have to worry about the product yellowing or anything like that in this bottle. And I'm applying this, you guys can see, it goes, I put it on pretty liberally. I'm not cutting any corners with it. I'm not trying to shortchange my wraps or anything. The whole idea behind this product is to saturate the thread, lock it down so it doesn't move, so you can wrap right over the top of it. So when this gets done here, by the time I get to the end of the rod, the other end's going to be dry. I normally start at the butt and work to the tip, but tonight we decided to do a little bit different, just because. And something else I've learned from doing Clearcoat, which a lot of people really don't realize, the position of your brush on your rod matters. If you put the brush down here on this bottom edge like this, you'll literally wipe the Clearcoat right back off, and it'll drop off right onto your rod lathe. If you get the brush up over the top, up over the center point, you can move the product really good. It doesn't drop off, and it flows a lot better. I don't know if you can see it or not, but this is what I was telling you about the imperfections. I'm going to stop this so Josh can show you. That rod right there, you can see that spot right there in the gold thread right next to the red. It's about 4 strands back. That's the kind of things that this product will make stand out like a sore thumb. So while it's wet, you want to take your burnishing tool, you want to come over to it, and you just want to lightly burnish it. And what will happen is, when you burnish it, you create a little friction, a little heat. It'll seal that crack right up. If it's dry and you catch that, you can also take the Formula D, and you can go right back over that spot, and it'll activate that right back the way it was before. So now, as you can see, I'm going right back over that spot, and it's gone. Like I said, that is the whole reason this stuff came around, was to lock the thread still so it didn't move. And you can see the puddle moving in front of the brush as I'm doing this. Just put it on, come back, shove your puddle along. Puddle runs out, just go back and see if there's some there. Like there's plenty of material on this right now. Run it right over the edge of the wrap, just about 32nd to 1/16 of an inch, just so you seal all sides of the thread. Here again, as you can see, there's a spot right there spinning. It's got a black slash in it. We know that's a gap in the thread. Just come in here and burnish it a little bit. And that black streak will disappear. Just like that. Just so you know, I already clear coated that wrap there when I first did it earlier today, just like I've already clear coated the area down here by the decal. So you just saw me reactivate the clear coat that was already there, the Formula D, and actually push a gap in the thread that showed up out. And here again, you don't want to put this stuff on decals, you don't want to put it on your writing when you write on the rod blanks with ink, and you do not want to put it on a rod that's painted or hydro dipped, because this stuff will eat right through the finish, and I am not kidding. It'll lift it up so fast you won't know what happened. The same thing as normal. I just put that bottle of DNA that I always use to clean the brush, same bottle all the time, put the brush in, bounce it around, clean it off. Lid on the denatured alcohol. Wipe the brush. Brush just goes up here, stays on my bench all the time. The bottle, when you get done with it, this is very critical. Don't wipe in the bottle, just wipe the top edge off. Wipe the sides of the bottle off, because you've probably got excess where you were wiping the brush on the bottle when you're pulling it out. And then the cap. This has got a cone in the inside of the cap to seal the bottle. You still need to wipe it clean. Stick your rag, fold it over. It's just a piece of t-shirt soaked with some denatured alcohol. Just wipe it around in there. I guess I should do it this way so you guys can see. I'm actually wiping one side of the cone just like it's threaded and getting all that loose dried stuff out of there, because you don't want to get it back in your jar. It'll start contaminating and it will set up. So once you've got a nice clean surface, wipe the top of that bottle off. You can put the lid on it. Okay, I want to show you something you're only going to be able to see in the light. Way to do that. Try this. You can see how little of that product I used just to do all 10 of those guides in the butt section and the trim in front of the sturgeon. We've did 2 rods out of that already, and we used less than, I don't know, 1/8 of the bottle. Can you see that in that picture? Okay. And the product, it goes a long way, so that's one thing that people have to understand. A little half-ounce bottle like this will probably go through 10 rods at least. So, thank you very much for watching my video. My name is Victor. I own Vic's Custom Rods. You can reach me at 707-430-3941. Thank you and have a good evening.